Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to create fully automated and dynamic fund long offers. So basically, in last video we had gone over how to create short offers. And in this video, on the contrary, on the other side of the spectrum, we are going to be creating long offers. For short offers, when you are creating them, you are using Solana, and for long offers, you will be using NFTs. So in other words, for creating long offers, you need to have an NFT from that collection. So basically what I do is I place bids on this collection. I actually particularly place bids on collections which are enabled for fund logs. And once I get hit, I just use the NFT for creating long offers. There are two bright sides to this. One of them is when your NFT is sold with long offers while you are funding longs, you don't pay royalties. Secondly, you get a yield. So, for instance, if you make a fund long for medlets, as soon as the NFT, as soon as the offer is taken, you make like something like 3 to 4 Solana. And actually, there is a third point, the positive point, which is you, Tensor team says that a significant portion of the points goes to fund logs. We don't know how much, they don't tell it, but and we don't see it in the leaderboard just yet. But they say that a significant portion of the points goes here, and the points that you generated from fund logs offers will be merged to your other points that you generated from bidding or from Tensorians or listing NFTs at the end of the season. So I'm going to create a long offer from scratch in this video for flash trades because I already have an NFT from this collection. So just make sure that you are in the promote. Otherwise, you won't be seeing the offers in details. On the lit mode, it says it's seen like this. So let's go to promote. And here, the best long offer, as you see, is 704. And the best short offer is 6.44, which we don't have much to do right now. However, let's explain what this person is basically saying. This person is saying that if the price of the collection, floor price of the collection, goes above this value, my NFT will get sold, and the margin between this price and whenever the taker exercises it, for instance, they can exercise it logically at any point that it goes above 7.04, they are going to take the margin. This person will still have sold the NFT he holds above the floor price compared to that now at least, and he won't be paying royalties. But obviously, the only way the taker will exercise it is going to be when the price of the collection goes above this point. Otherwise, if, for instance, if I take this offer right now and the price doesn't go above this price point, which is 704, I wouldn't exercise it. In this case, the maker would get his NFT back and he will get the yield. So basically, the taker is just locking this NFT for a week. These are all certain durations, fixed durations of 7 days. This is why basically it is called locks. It's basically shorting or longing, but with a locked duration of 7 days. However, you only make points from fund longs as long as your offer is not taken. So logically, you wouldn't want to be at the first position, even though this generates possibly the most points. You probably would like to be on the second, third, or it depends. It actually depends on how much risk you would like to take. The system dynamically adjusts your offer. So basically, if you are on the second position and if the first position is taken, the system is going to place you on the second position again. It does the same with the short offers as well. However, if there are multiple short offers taken at the same time, then there won't be any time to adjust your bid because it's basically a single transaction. So you will still get hit. And it's actually good to get hit time to time. That's what Tensor says. Anyway, let's go ahead and create a long fund offer from scratch for flash trade. I'm going to enter my private key. Let's go back, get the slug of the collection, which is flash trade, this one, flash underscore trade. This will take a brief moment. It depends on how big and busy the collection is, but it's usually quite fast. So you don't have to use this. I'm actually going to set a dynamic value of 95. It's just safer if you use a minimum bid value. If you remember, for the short funds, it was maximum value. So this is the reverse logic, and it is the minimum value. And for undercutting, I'm just going to undercut by 2 positions. Let's submit. Oh, yeah. So I almost missed this point. Actually, the system doesn't let me proceed anyway. So you might have more than one NFT in that collection. In that case, you will have to select which NFT you would like to create the fund offer. For now, you can only create one offer per collection on the system for both shorts and longs. All right, let's submit it. This is also going to take a brief moment. This is actually going to take a little bit longer because it's going to calculate all the positions and what the system should be sending as a value. Meanwhile, we will see our offer being placed here in a second. Yeah. So the system placed our bid on the third position, as you see. Let's actually check it from here as well. Yeah, it's here. So there's a little bit of lag. As you see, it's actually created 30 seconds ago, but yeah, it's not too bad anyway. So I'm going to explain something that I explained in every video. Tensor is actually different than Blur in terms of data visualization. So you see in Blur, all these values which are identical, which are exact duplicates, they are merged into a single level. However, on Tensor, they are shown individually. So if I were to tell the system to undercut by 5 positions, it wouldn't have been able to place me on the 6th one because basically there is no 6th one. There is no gap here. It would have placed my bids after the 7th one. So this is where people really get confused. They are like, I typed 2 here, but it places me on the 15th position. It can happen. Like if there are 20 identical bits here from first one to 20th one, then the system is actually eventually going to place on the 21st one because they're all identical. There is no gap in between to place your bits. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. You can just ask me whatever you have in mind in the Discord channel. Have a good one, everyone.